that I got this thing working, and looks like everything's streaming fine. Kind of wanted to come on tonight and talk a little bit about all the events that's going around the world. Um, seen some stuff last night about Israel and Lebanon. Wanted to talk a little bit about that, as well as the election coming up, all the stuff that that we've seen between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. So, not Kamala, it's Kamala, I guess, whatever. Care less. Depends on what accent she's using using currently. But it looks like Israel hit Lebanon last night really hard. Apparently, from the sources that I have, it's one of the largest bombs that Israel's dropped thus far. Hit Lebanon, and I actually have video of it, and pretty nasty. Nose is running. Allergies are kicking my butt. Double checking to make sure that I'm streaming. Making sure my Facebook is updated, all that good stuff. You guys can see me. Follow along with some of the comments. Well, I don't know if I'm actually live or not. What's going on out there, world? Hopefully everybody's doing well on this fine Saturday. It is roughly 90 degrees here in Kentucky, and I wanted to come on. It is Saturday, and I figured I would jump on real quick and see how things are going for you guys. Double checking to make sure that I am live. Looks like I'm live. There I am. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. World on fire. There we go. I wanted to come on tonight and talk a little bit about what's going on over in Israel, Lebanon, and apparently last night, Israel hit Lebanon with one of their largest bombs that they've ever dropped. So, that video of it, I can share it later on my Facebook page. Yeah, it's big bada boom, big bomb. The person who took the video of it going off gets hit with a shock wave, and it's like 6-8 seconds after the bomb blows up. Shockwave that big, that's a pretty good sized bomb. I'm guessing it's probably something like a Moab we have. I'm guessing it's something similar to that. So yeah, that's a big bomb. It would seem to me that Israel's not playing around with all the pager bombs, cell phone bombs, all that kind of stuff. That was like the one, and this may be the two in the 1-2 punch. Not sure what they hit. It doesn't state what they hit, but the video is pretty impressive. So Israel's still going after Lebanon, and there was actually the other videos and stuff of them hitting other buildings and stuff last night. So yeah, the tensions are really high over there. So don't be surprised if Iran doesn't hit back on Israel. The problem is they have problems getting things through in Israel, rockets and stuff like that, because of the Iron Dome. It does a very good job of deterring all that stuff. So if they didn't have that, then Israel probably would have already been wiped off the map, but they are being protected pretty well by the Iron Dome. And Mossad, their number one military asset, basically it's SEALs, and it's their top-notch military group. So with Mossad, anything's possible, and they're proving that. So the intelligence that they get and the things that they act on is top-notch. So the cell phone and pager bombs, that that right there shows you just how deep and infiltrated they are into Hamas and Hezbollah and all those groups. So um, we've had some other current events and local events around Kentucky recently also. We had a sheriff that walked into a courthouse, or I guess it's a courthouse, walked into the judge's chambers that was presiding there, one of them, and shot the guy dead. I guess unloaded his pistol into the guy, 8 rounds, is what I have heard. And been a whole lot of different speculation and different rumors going around that the judge may have sexually assaulted the sheriff's daughter or something along those lines, and that this is what led to that. So now again, it's speculation, it's rumors, so I'm sure something will come out of it. It doesn't sound like the sheriff is talking. He shot the guy and then basically waited around to get picked up, arrested. He didn't fight it. He knew what he had done was pretty catastrophic, so he just waited to get picked up. And this could be, if it is the case that I mentioned, if that's the reason behind it, he could actually plead temporary insanity, or he could. I don't think that this is premeditated, mainly because he didn't just walk in and do it. He walked in, they had a meeting, and according to, I guess there's a video of what happened, and apparently he walked in, sat down, talked to the guy, and then stood up and then shot him. So it wasn't like he walked in and just blew the guy away. Maybe the judge said something he didn't like, or maybe he was addressing him and then the judge said something and the guy got up and unloaded on him. So either way, there's that. And then we got, it sounds like they may have found the highway shooter. They did an autopsy on him, and they have not conclusively ruled out that it's him, but they did say that the person that they found had died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. So I'm going to guess that it probably was him. It sounded like he was found by a group of hikers, and that they had followed a bunch of buzzards or whatever to the area, and then they isolated him by smelling the death and everything around the area. They were able to find him. So then he was not in the same, he wasn't far from the location where he did the shooting, but he was not on the same area, same spot. His gun was found. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks here in Kentucky, but it's been like that kind of all over the world. I mean, all over the United States at least. Things are getting crazier and crazier. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Make sure you go out and if you're going anywhere and you're going to be around large crowds, it might be a good idea for you to carry. Remember, it is better to be tried by 12 than carried by 6. At least by the, tried by 12, at least you have a shot. This is something really, really stupid. But, and every state's different, and I understand that. But, if you're going to be out in the crowd and everything else, I would suggest not drinking, not getting too stupid, because that seems to be whenever trouble finds somebody. So, you can go out and enjoy yourself and not get completely obliterated. You got to still watch your surroundings. That's the important part. Other than that, I mean, it's been a pretty quiet day for Saturday. We went out and I had my windows tinted in my truck. I had to go get one of the windows fixed. It bubbled up in one spot, so they fixed it for me. They basically replaced the whole piece, and try it again and go from there. The guys do a really good job. They actually did the business that I work for. They did the windows and stuff in there, and it really helps out with keeping the heat out and everything like that. So, but if you're in Kentucky and you need a referral to somebody that does good tint, I can send you to them, and they take care of you. Like I said, 3 days after I got them done, I noticed a little bubble in one of them, and they just replaced the whole thing and started over. So it wasn't, well, yeah, we can fix it. And they did me right, and they took it off and redone it and cleaned it all up, and we'll see what happens in a couple days. I can roll the windows down again. It's just about fishing weather here. It's been too hot to really go out and fish. The water's not moving, the oxygen level's low, everything's real deep in all the ponds and stuff. And I'm looking forward to do some fishing here soon. Yeah. You tell me, who do you think is going to win the election? You think it's going to get stolen again? You think it's going to go the right way? It sounds like there's been some movement in some of the voting, at least as far as like the officials and stuff like that, counting the ballots and all that kind of stuff. One of them I seen today said that they're going to hand count all the ballots, which is good. They may use the electronic ballots, but they're mandating it's going to have to be hand counted as well. So that's a good thing. Then they can compare to see who's lying and who's not. See how bad the electronic system is. But looking forward to seeing how that turns out. And then, of course, all the other stuff. But Trump's had a couple of rallies since the last time I was on. And as always, he has a huge turnout in just about everywhere he goes. Looked like the one in Syracuse, New York was big. He had another one, I think, in North Carolina that was pretty good sized. There was one that I watched, actually, the plane coming in over the site where he was going to be at, and they had the air traffic controller on loudspeaker, and they were excited he was coming, and they called the plane Trump Force One, and it was kind of a neat deal. But a lot of excitement in his rallies, not so much in Kamala's. Then, of course, Kamala had an interview with Oprah, and from what I've been reading, it sounds like Oprah was pretty upset about how it went, because she had some people on that asked Kamala questions, and she didn't exactly answer anything, as usual. She goes around it and she tells a story about herself, and she doesn't really relate to the people, I don't think. And I think that's going to end up hurting her. If it is an honest and fair election, I don't think she's got a shot. Especially considering she was the lowest Democrat on the proverbial totem pole whenever she ran for president. So I don't think she's got a shot. But who knows? It is a little early on Saturday, so I don't expect a whole lot of people to come on, but figured I'd come on anyway and just kind of get used to talking again. Part of the problem with me when I talk, my sinuses want to drain, so I got to kind of build up the tolerance to talking again. And when I'm at work, I don't really talk to that many people, so I'm not like running my mouth and really practicing that. As I go along, my throat usually gets a little scratchier, but I need to get some people on here, like Ryan, do stuff, or Daryl Henley hit me up the other day out in California. I'd like to get him on. There's other people out there I'd like to get on, and we can just kind of have a conversation about what we see is coming on, and go from there. But it's a lot easier whenever you got someone to talk to. So if you're out there and you want to get on the live, just hit me up and we can do that. I have to do it through either Skype or through that other telecommunication company. I can't remember the name now, but we'll have to go that way. And here's the thing: do me a favor, if you do want to get on, make sure you have a good camera, make sure you got a good stable internet service, and you got good connection, because that'll make if you want to call it a podcast, whatever, that will make it go a lot smoother, and the video will turn out better, and people will want to watch more. This is kind of my setup. A lot of people have seen it through the last couple of years, me setting it up. But I've got a pretty good system. And now that my mixer's working properly with this computer, I can pretty much do anything. I can change tones. I can do all kinds of weird sounds. I can do all that kind of stuff. I can record every show and I can send it to you. If you want to do that, put it out and play it, whatever. So anyway, just kind of wanted to come on for a minute, and I'm going to get off. It's Saturday night. And what time is it? It is 5:42, so it's Saturday evening. It's not even Saturday night yet. So hope everybody's doing good. Keep your eyes on a swivel. And as always, Patriot on. We'll catch y'all later. You guys have a good night.